Hey YouTubers, Jose Fantasville. I'm here in George West, Texas. I'm at their county courthouse, part of my county courthouse tours of Texas. This is on San Marcos Street and US Highway 59 that comes here, Business Highway. This is the town around it. They got the Rodeo Grill opening. Their old movie theater right across the street. Rest of downtown here. The center town, again, doing the county courthouses of Texas. Markers, a central marker there, so 7. And I'll do a walk around. It's all brick there, nice brick. So the first marker, Don Victoriano Chapa, Don Prociliano Chapa. In Live Oak County, 2 generations of the Chapa family are remembered for their imprint of the land and the people. Family does not appear to have descended from aristocracy, yet those who knew them best bestowed the traditional honorific term Don to father and son for their charter, for their character and reputation. Victoriano Chapa, 1812-1901, was born in rural Mexico near Matamoros. Little is known about the early life, but not notably he and another boy were captured by Comanche Indians, finally escaping after 4 years. While captive, they accompanied the warriors on many raids into South Texas, thereby becoming familiar with the terrain. Victoriano married Manuela Longoria and the couple and 3 children. Their younger son Prisciliano was Victoriano's lifelong companion, particularly after Manuela's death in 1857. Prisciliano Chapa, 1840-1919, learned to work with his father at an early age. Father and son came to Texas in 1856. Victoriano became a mestranero, breaking and herding wild horses in the 1870s. The Chapas were herding cattle with TJ line on Padre Island when the men moved to Live Oak County, where there was an ample unclaimed grazing land. Victoriano bought his first property in 1877 along Spring Creek in the southwest part of the county. The first transaction toward more than 8,000 acres known as Chapa pasture on this land. Victoriano and Prisciliano raised Spanish horses and Longhorn cattle and provided parcels for their workers. By all accounts, the Chapas and their neighbors took care of each other and the land. In 1901, Prisciliano persuaded Victoriano to sell the ranch and lease back one portion to live for the rest of their lives. Both men are buried at the Chapa pasture. Their lives were a bridge between the old Spanish feudal system and South Texas's 20th century down development. This marker was erected in 2019. The next marker next to it, the Live Oak County Courthouse. The Texas legislature created Live Oak County in 1852, and the first county seat was in Oakville. The Oakville there, I'll be driving to it. It's along Interstate 35 right now. Where this one's at, I'm about 6 miles away from Interstate 35. A native stone and lumber building constructed on the public square and modified through the years served as the county courthouse for more than 60 years. With the arrival of railroads in the 1910s, the county's population was growing. Noted cattleman George Washington West, 1851 and 1926, owned a sprawling 200,000 acre ranch laid out the town of George West in 1912 to 1913, and lobbied for the county seat to relocate to the new settlement. In 1919, the county seat moved, and Mr. West immediately deeded an entire block for construction of the courthouse. In 1920, Live Oak County Courthouse was designed by well-known San Antonio architect Alfred Giles, 1853 to 1920. A friend of Mr. West and the architect of the 1880s ranch house, Giles designed more than a dozen county courthouses and numerous homes, schools, and commercial buildings around Texas and Mexico. Sadly, he died before the Live Oak County Courthouse was completed. The classical revival courthouse is a symmetrical 3-story dark brick and cast stone building. Porticos are supported by large unfluted Corinthian columns with detailed capitals and are accented in white along with the architecture and cornice. The structure was advertised as fireproof with reinforced concrete. In addition to government and legal proceedings, the Live Oak County Courthouse and grounds have been locations of community events ranging from political rallies, weddings, to Christmas events, county celebrations for more than a century. The courthouse has served the people of Live Oak County while embodying historical and architectural distinction. Marker was put up in 2020. It's erected by the veterans of foreign wars and members of the American Legion. in memory of those who served and gave their lives for freedom and defense of their country. A lot of the older courthouses in the small towns have memorials and monuments next to the courthouse for their veterans. Again, it's closed right now. There's parts of Texas that have measles outbreaks, so you see the courthouse has it right there, so you know about measles. Again, there's other monuments around the building. I don't see a cornerstone on this side. Yeah, I can see on the other side. We'll read these other markers, and then we'll go to the Longhorn that's inside that thing. This marker is birthplace of J. Frank Dobie, actually up in Schertz and Cibolo, Texas. That school district has a school named after Frank Dobie. Noted folklorist James Frank Dobie was born at the old Dobie Ranch near La Gorta in Live Oak County on September 26, 1880. Dobie was the eldest of 6 children born to Richard J. and Ella Byler Dobie, and a descendant of the ranchers and cattlemen. At age 16, he moved to Alice, where he lived with his grandparents and finished high school. In 1906, he moved to Georgetown, Williamson County, where he attended Southwestern University and met Bertha McGee Velasco. Dobie graduated in 1910 and began his career as an educator and journalist. In 1913, he moved to New York to earn a master's degree at Columbia University. In 1914, he joined the University of Texas English faculty and Texas Folklore Society. Dobie wed longtime sweetheart Bertha McGee in 1916. 2 years before she completed her master's degree in English at the University of Texas. Considered Bertha his best literary critic, Dobie served in the Army for 2 years during World War I before returning to Austin in 1919. The next year he moved to South Texas to manage his uncle's ranch, Rancho de los Olmos in LaSalle County. There, steeped in stories and traditions of the Mexican vaqueros, he decided to collect and publish Southwestern folklore. Returning to Austin in 1921, he resumed teaching and published his first book in 1929. He became a full professor at the University of Texas in 1933, but also taught in several other places during his career, completing other books. J. Frank Dobie died on September 18, 1964, just 4 days after receiving the National Medal of Freedom from his friend, President Lyndon B. Johnson. Dobie was laid in the Texas State Cemetery. He's still remembered for his efforts to preserve the stories of Texas through the history, experience of the people. 1970 and updated in 2003. This marker is the city of George West, founded in 1913 by George Washington West, rancher and civic leader who secured railroad route through Live Oak County and provided several municipal buildings and plots for others. Became county seat in 1919. Market and shipping point for cattle and cotton was here. This marker is to Thelma Laura Pugh Lindholm, 1898 to 1992. Fourth generation Texan Thelma Pugh Lindholm descended from Irish immigrants Thomas and Margaret McCann Pugh, who purchased from Empresario McMullen and McGloin in 1835 a Mexican League and labor land across the Nueces River for present-day George West. Born in 1898 to grandson Charles and Lucy Crawford Pugh, Thelma grew up on the original Pugh homestead. First educated at home, Thelma then lived with her mother's parents to attend school in Oakville. Grandfather Crawford sparked a love in Thelma for Live Oak County and Texas history. Later living with an aunt, Thelma graduated from Three Rivers High School. She acquired a teaching certificate and a bachelor and master's degree with her thesis on the history of Oakville from Texas College of Arts and history, which is Texas I in Kingsville. She continues studies at the University of Texas and Texas A&M. Thelma remained faithful to memory of Sergeant Major John E. Lindholm, a veteran of World War I, missing after a post-war assignment. Their daughter, Amelia Lisa Lindholm, died at the age of 10 from diphtheria. She and her mother, deceased 1992, are buried in Gusville Cemetery. Thelma Lindholm taught on ranches and George West ISD for 47 years. A devout Catholic, she taught catechism and tutored many toward general education diplomas and U.S. citizenship. In addition, Thelma wrote more than 20 Live Oak County historical narratives for official Texas historical markers. During the 1980s Texas Centennial, she chaired the Live Oak County Historical Commission. She antholoized for more than 655 memoirs and wrote the county chapter for the history of the people of Live Oak County. Thelma Laura Pugh Lindholm is commemorated as the mother of Live Oak County history. This was put in 2017. I walk down, there's some more things here, and then I'll finish my walk around the rest of the courthouse. Going up the Texas Chisholm Trail marker. So where this marker at, there's other towns with it. It marks the trails, and this one was part of the Chisholm Trail. This is a legendary Longhorn. Longhorn in here. Live Oak County time capsule. Closed this day, December 2021. Reopened in 2071. So one of George West's favorite lead steers, Geronimo, stands today as a symbol of the community's Longhorn legacy. Lead steer was an important member of the cattle drive and even helped calm the herd during stressful moments. King of the road, spanning hundreds of miles over rough terrain, the cattle drives of the mid-19th century required tenacity and strength of both men and stock. I'll go and film this. If you guys want to read this. So the steer passed away in 1927, it looks like. And this is George West here, George Washington West. Picture of him, the city's named after. And then the different cattle drive routes that came from the Rio Grande Valley and moved their ways up. So the Western Trail's that purple, and the Chisholm Trail's the blue. So they all started down in the valley, probably down in Uturia Ranch and those areas down there, and then went through King and Kennedy Ranch. This is in commemoration Live Oak County Centennial 1956. This smaller building's an annex building. So I'm walking down. Even the bank's got a historical marker there. It's a real quiet town. George West doesn't have a big population. I'll put in my description, I'll put something about George West, Texas and the Live Oak County. It looks like they're remodeling the back end over here, fixing it up. They got that section cut up. Third floor's got some windows. There's a fire station right there in blue. So this is San Marcos Street that I'm headed towards. And again, just doing a walk around the courthouse like I've done with the other ones. It's a Saturday, so it's closed. Not like some of the ones I've had the opportunity to go in. So from here, I'm on the corner of San Marcos and Bowie Street, looking towards the courthouse. Again, the backside has some renovation going on, remodeling or something. It's got 4 entrances. I didn't see a cornerstone. Most of the other courthouses I've been so far have cornerstones. Maybe the original one that's in Live Oak, or sorry, Oakville, has a cornerstone. Up there you can see the designs. I didn't see, like I saw in the courthouses up in Fredericksburg have bomb shelter symbols or signage. This didn't have any. So YouTubers, so Seth Fantasticville here. I'm in George West, Texas, Live Oak County. Part of my historical county courthouses is a Texas tour. There's a lot of counties in Texas. I've been just to maybe a dozen so far. I've had most of them on my channel. If you guys want to look at those, go and look at them. But if you like this one video about this county courthouse, it's a little different in style than some of the other ones. So again, thanks for watching this one video here at Live Oak County Courthouse in George West, Texas. I'm going to go over to the other one that was the original courthouse here in Oakville, see if it's still standing. That's a smaller town. This is a real quiet town. I've only seen about 2 or 3 cars drive by this road since I've been out here. Hey YouTubers, I'm off Interstate 37. This is Oakville, where I was down in George West. I mentioned that they had the original county courthouse was a different location. This is the location it was at. This part is the county jail that's still standing, and they have this set up where you could come look. Right now it's closed, but I'll read the historical marker here. So Live Oak County Jail, Oakville seat of Live Oak County from 1856 to 1919. First call on the sulfur was near a Nueces River crossing called Puente de la Piedra, rock crossing. Joseph Bartlett built a stone courthouse and attached Long Jail in 1857, a center of authority. The county became part of the growing cattle industry following the Civil War. Oakville served as a commerce hub for freight wagons, a place for ranchers to buy supplies. The jail with sheriff headquarters made the town seem safer. J.S. Campbell oversaw rebuilding of the courthouse with the jail plates inside during the 1870s. By 1887, Oakville constructed a freestanding 2-story stone Italian-style jail. The jail held frontier criminals ranging from bar fighters to horse thieves. In 1919, after losing a railway bid, county election selected the town of George West as the new county seat. The old jail became one of the few standing structures in Oakville. In 19, so I don't know if I'll finish reading this. I'll make a little commentary about that railway thing. The Oakville jail is made of sandstone from a nearby quarry. It is corniced with heavy sandstone as well. Stone facades and corners are covered in white stucco. Window sills remain, showing period ventilation. The first floor had a reception room, office, and living quarters. The second floor housed jail cells, 3 for general holding and 4 for women and juveniles. There are 2 corbelled chimneys and a metal cistern at the rear of the building. The design is from the Debo Lock and Safe Company at Canton, Ohio. The Oakville jail and its twin Mills County with their unique dabbled architecture are both listed in National Register of Historic Places. So in Mills County there's a one that looks exactly like it. This is where the other courthouse was at also. Then that marker says Live Oak County 1856. Live Oak County Jail on that marker. So when I was reading that historical marker there, it mentioned about George West getting the new county seat. If anybody old enough or has watched Blazing Saddles, there's a part in there where Mongo is asked by Sheriff Bart and the Waco Kid of why Lepedebe wants that city that they're trying to conquer. In the movie Blazing Saddles, Mongo replies, "It's where the choo-choo goes," in that movie. So if you guys watch Blazing Saddles, that's one part in the movie where choo-choo goes, and that's kind of what happened to this town that I'm in, Oakville. So I'm off Interstate 37, which is right there. You'll see some vehicles passing by, and that's what happened. George West got the bid for the trains and railway to go through its town, which driving here is about 11 miles, about 15 minutes by car. So they won the railway bid, and Live Oak is pretty much a small town. There's a church over there. There's another church over there. It's falling apart. Looks like it's private property. If you want to come in here, to permission only. There's some historical markers in there. So I guess you could rent this place too. So again, going to the county jail where the original Live Oak County Courthouse was also. Or sorry, I keep saying Live Oak, Oakville. So again, I just wanted to show you guys the original county courthouse of Live Oak County, which is in Oakville, Texas. And there it is here as the county jail. There's signs here for private rental information. If you've got the oakvillejail.com, you can go in there. Again, this town was settled in 1856. They got a community center over there. There's one church there. Some farm implements there. You can kind of see the rest of the little town over there. And up the road, there's another church over there. Let me go to this one historical marker. It's another historical marker. There's a historical marker over there. Again, it says post office, but I can't go in there. But this is the state marker, erected in 1936 for the town of Oakville, so named from its live oak trees. County seat from 1856 to 1919 of Live Oak County, which was created February 2nd and organized August 4, 1856. Again, like I mentioned in the video, when I was in the county courthouse in George West, just said I'd come find the original one here. This is off Interstate 37. It's about a 15-minute drive from George West, Texas on northbound I-37. So if you want to see the original courthouse of the county at one time and county jail, it's right here in Oakville, Texas. If you like this whole video of this county courthouse tours of Texas series I've been doing, go and like, share, subscribe. Have a good day. Adios.